Being able to record yourself can be a real game changer in your music career, and that is why I want to show you all the equipment you need to get started with recording yourself at home. Make sure you stick around till the end to learn how you can win a complete home studio setup. My name is Lara, and I'm the founder of VoxTape Studios, where we help singers transform into artists through vocal, songwriting, and artist development coaching so that they can start their careers on the right foot and see success quickly. So how is being able to record yourself at home going to help you with your music career? Great question. Maybe you've seen artists on social media creating really cool videos like if I had a verse on X, Y, and C song, or building I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet skies harmonies, because who hasn't heard that at this point, and you feel like you're missing out. You'll also be able to save a bunch of money by not having to run to the studio and find a producer every time you want to create a quality piece of content or, a cover recording or an original recording. When you know how to record yourself, it also gets a whole lot easier to communicate to your producer what you want your songs, your covers, or your originals to sound like. This can save you so much time, headache, and assures that your songs are gonna sound exactly like you heard it in your head. Also, gaining some experience in recording your voice at home is gonna take off the pressure and save you a bunch of nerves when you then go to a studio to record some music, because you know what the process is like to record your vocals. This means that your product in the end, meaning your song, will sound better. Besides all these really important points, being able to record yourself will also help you to get to know your voice better. All of a sudden, you'll be able to hear things in your voice that you had no idea you were doing. So being able to record yourself will also help with your personal vocal improvement. All right, now let's look at the equipment you'll need to record yourself. First and foremost, you will need a computer to record your music onto. If you are in the market to buy a new computer, I highly recommend that you get a Mac because they are the best computers for creatives. For example, for recording music or editing videos and photos. The cost of a new Mac is around $1,200, but you can also get any other computer and they start around $500. Then you will need a program to record your music onto. These programs are called DAWs, Digital Audio Workstation. Maybe you've heard of programs like Pro Tools or Logic Pro X or Audacity or Ableton. Those are all DAWs. I personally use Logic Pro X, which, by the way, only works on Mac computers, and that program is around $200. But when I first started out, I used the free version of Logic, which is GarageBand, and it was really, really, really great. If you don't have a Mac, GarageBand and Logic will not work on your computer, so you'll need to use something else. If you're looking for a free DAW that you can use on PCs, I highly recommend using Waveform. You'll be able to do everything you need to get started, and it is really easy to learn and has a really quick learning curve. Once you have a computer and your DAW installed on your computer, you will need a microphone. I personally use the Sterling ST-159, and I got this 5 years ago for like $300. Now, it is important to note that with recording/condenser microphones, you will need an interface to make it work. We'll dig into interfaces in just a hot second. If you are on a budget, you can also use a USB microphone that plugs directly into your computer, so you won't need an interface. Now, I don't usually recommend those microphones because they were not made for singing, they were made for podcasting, but they'll get the job done. And you can get a USB microphone for less than $100. Now, I just mentioned that if you use a condenser microphone, you will need an interface. This little red box right here is an interface. More specifically, I use the Scarlett 2i2 by Focusrite, and I absolutely love it. I got it a couple years ago and it still works great. The Scarlett 2i2 is around $180 and worth every penny. Now, why do you need a Scarlett? Well, if you look at the microphone cable, also called the XLR cable, which you can get for like $15. This plug will not plug into your computer. There's no way. So we need to plug the XLR cable into the interface, and the interface will then translate the signal that you give the microphone, all the singing that you do into your microphone, and translate that into computer language so that your computer and your DAW knows what to do with it. Then you'll also need a pair of headphones so that when you're recording yourself, you'll hear the music through your headphones and not through the computer speakers, because then the microphone will pick up the music again as well, and we don't want that. We want the microphone to only pick up your vocals. That's why you need headphones. I use the Yamaha HPHMT7. What a name, I know. And I got these for about 180 bucks. You can just use the headphones that you got through your phone. Just make sure you're not using AirPods or any other wireless headphones, because when you have a wireless connection, there will always be a slight delay, and that does not work for recording music. I also recommend that you get a pop filter, which is this black thing right here, and it keeps your microphone from popping when you use strong consonants like P's and T's. And honestly, they're like 15 bucks, so super worth it. And of course, you'll need a stand right here as well. You don't want to hold the microphone in your hand, because every time you move your hand on that microphone, even just the slightest little movement, the microphone will pick up that noise and ruin your recording. You can get stands like this anywhere from like 20 to 50 bucks. And that, my dear, is everything you need to get started with recording vocals for covers and originals. Of course, there are so many more tools and equipment that would be nice to have, like a small vocal booth, like a portable vocal booth, or some speakers that come in handy when you are editing your vocals so that you can hear exactly what you're doing. But this is enough to get you started. So if we look at the overall cost for all of this equipment, you're looking at a minimum budget of $700. And if your budget is a little bit bigger, I recommend going with the options I listed today, and that will come to about a budget of $2,100. And remember, that includes your computer, and I assume most of you already have a computer at home, which will like cut your budget in half or even more. Now, at the beginning of this video, I told you that if you stick around till the end, you'll get a chance to win a complete home studio setup, like all this equipment we just talked about. I want to thank my friends over at BEATOPIA for sponsoring this video and helping you win thousands of dollars worth of equipment. BEATOPIA is a new Beats platform, and to celebrate their launch, one lucky winner will receive a MacBook Air, a microphone, an interface, speakers, and a portable vocal booth. All you gotta do is click the link below and enter the giveaway, and learn about how you can enter multiple times to increase your chances of winning a complete studio setup. Good luck, I'm rooting for you.